Sanita, are you ready?
Oh, yes. Oh, let me drink.
I think
Okay,
we are.
thank you.
I think we are live. Okay, I think we are live.
Oh.
Okay, hey everybody. Can you just do me a little favor and drop a llama into the chat just for me to know if you guys can hear us or if you are. Okay, awesome, Sarah. Thank you. Okay, just want to make sure that you guys can hear me, that you can see us, Anita and I. Awesome. Thank you, Ukulele Dude, Kathy. Thank you so much, guys. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. My name is Jessie, and I will be your host for today's live demo. Pretty excited, and I see people are joining. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, if you are joining us for the first time, thank you. If you have been joining our live demos, welcome back. And today I am being joined by Sanita of Cheeseminteu. She will be doing a live demonstration, which I'm sure you guys are pretty excited to learn and to see. And but before we dive into the painting, let me just go ahead and drop in some links and some announcements out of the way. Okay, so again, this is a live demo, and we do this almost every day. It's not a step-by-step tutorial. We leave that for the minute workshop, which I'm going to tell you about in just a sec. But it's a demonstration. Even though we do welcome your questions, so if you do have questions, please type in questions all caps into the chat so that I can see them immediately. And if they are related to what Sanita is doing, then I'm going to go ahead and ask her away. But if they are not, then I'm going to go ahead and pull them together at the latter part of the session, and we can ask Sanita later on. Here at Etcher, we value your feedback, your honest feedback. We read every one of them. And so I'm going to drop in the link for the survey. We would love to hear your thoughts about how we do, the content that we're putting on here. We would love to see and hear your thoughts and how we can improve our sessions. Oh, we have people from New Zealand. Hello, and California. Thanks for joining. Okay, and if you haven't checked out the reference photo, I'm gonna drop that in as well into the chat, just so you guys can have a reference while you're watching Sanita. And if you have friends who are also interested to paint, go ahead and share them the link. I'm gonna drop that into the chat as well. It would be fun to paint along with someone or your friends, right? And so, yeah, go ahead and share that link with your friends. And like what I said, we do this almost every day. The next live demo is happening on the 29th of July of this month, and that's going to be with Alvin Home. That's going to be July 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So please do watch out for that. If you haven't done so, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We do appreciate that. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will not miss any of our live demos. I think I have shared everything that I need to share and links that you guys will need. I think we are all set. Sanita, everyone's ready to see you paint. So what are we going to be doing for today?
So we're going to throw this oil bottle.
It's a beautiful
and
bottle.
Maybe you have the photo link which Jessie has shared you. So I'm gonna use this Grumbacher sketchbook. This is very interesting sketchbook because you can remove the sheet and then put it over. And so this is
wow.
This is the illustration I made with this watercolor pen. I think this is a student grade, but it's quite good for a beginner. So I also draw the bottle in before with that.
And this is what we're going to be doing for today?
Yes, this is what we're gonna painting today. Like this.
That's a nice photo.
Thank you so much. And here I'll show you my I draw some couples of transparent watercolor also. So this is my what I've been painting. And this is what we're gonna do in the next mini workshop.
That looks very enticing. I feel like I want to drink that bottle, Sanita.
Yes, because this is summer. It's very hot here. I need to draw something cool.
You're in Korea, right? I'm not sure if we have anyone.
Yeah, it's very hot this day. So today I will use my watercolor. It's mixed from 3 brands. But for this bottle, we will use this color. This is yellow ochre, yellow deep, brown, and ivory black. So we're just gonna use this and mix them all. I did a pre-sketch before. So I also drop a link for the sketch so you can trace it out or just draw using this reference. So I'm gonna start painting.
What colors are those, Sanita?
Yes.
What are those colors again?
Yellow ochre, yellow deep, brown, and ivory black.
Ivory black, okay.
Yes, just any black you can use. So from the sketch, usually I use the kneadable eraser to make the line is less see. I'm gonna use these 2 brushes. One is big for the first layer, and this one is for detail.
I just love the knead eraser. It's just so fun to use.
Yes,
like
I know just a few months ago, and it's very exciting.
Yeah.
Normally I use this eraser like this, but it takes too long. And this is very helpful. So I'm gonna paint this bottle with this reference. And this is the color I use. So the first step is I will use yellow ochre as my main. So everything will be mixed from the yellow ochre.
Okay, yellow ochre.
And then add the yellow dip.
You talked about the mini workshop. So you guys, if you are interested to join Sanita's mini workshop, that is happening on August 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to drop in the link for her workshop. So if you're interested, go ahead and sign up.
So for the first layer, you just need to apply very light, like very light wash. And first layer is very, very light. So you don't need to worry about what you paint because you can always correct it later. So just drop any water. The first layer is very, very light, and watercolor, when it's dry, it become lighter, then you'll see when it's wet. So never worry about the first layer, just paint. And for the dimension, you should apply the brush stroke in the line. So this bottle is long. You have to apply the brush stroke like this, up from the upper to the bottom. And for this side, you have to apply like horizontally.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first layer. And for the bottle cup, bottle, I will use just yellow ochre. So if you make a mistake, you just can use kitchen towel.
That's very handy, the kitchen towel.
Yeah, so no need to worry if you make a mistake. So just apply it.
So right now it's still yellow ochre. Is that right, Sanita, that we're using? Or is that a mix of yellow ochre and...
Actually, it should be yellow ochre, but
Mhm.
I think I didn't wash my brush properly. So it's still yellow.
We do have a question here from Vivian. Because yeah, I can see also that there is a highlight. Are you leaving that highlight in the middle?
This one?
The highlight?
Yes. Actually, it doesn't matter because later when you go to the detail,
Mhm.
you will go for another paint. So either you put highlight or not, because it's very light, it doesn't
Mhm.
matter.
Okay.
So this is the first layer, and we will give the shading, the bottle shading, to give its transparent look. And I will use this yellow ochre mixed with ivory black. So first layer should be very, very light wash. You can give water first, like this, just water, and then add the color. It should be in line with the bottle. So even if you make it too dark, you can always wash it like this, or using this tap. And for this area as well, because you can see this bottle is very unique, because usually the bottle is in the bottom, but here is in the middle. I don't know why, but I will just follow.
I can see the form of the bottle when you apply the highlights. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is give the shadow of the bottle. So this is the first layer. We're done with the first layer. very, very light. So mistake is acceptable for the first layer. And we will just reapply for the second layer. It gives more color.
So is it still yellow ochre?
Yes, this is the previous one. Yellow ochre mixed with yellow deep.
Yellow deep, okay.
So the bottle intend to be darker in the outer side and gets lighter in this side. So I add more paint in the left and right side.
Okay. So we do have a really great question from the chat, Sanita. So do you need the first layer to be dry before you apply the second layer?
Oh, for this no need because we still apply the same color. So you don't need to need it dry yet. You can just apply directly.
Directly. So no need to let it dry.
Yes.
Okay. And sorry, Sanita, I know you mentioned the colors earlier, but the third color in your palette, is that brown?
Yes, this is brown. And we will use this color later to make it more, so it's just not boring color. And as you can see here, there's another color in this bottle, not just only yellow. So we're gonna use that to make a shadow. So this is what that lacks the second layer. So we'll use the brown color. You can just mix it with the previous color you made. Oh, sorry. Brown color. So for this third layer, you can randomly put the color.
Randomly.
Yeah, just randomly. But especially you put in the left and right sides.
So for the consistency, Sanita, so this is less water to achieve that deep color at the side of the bottle.
Actually, it's not less water, it's still wet on wet technique. Yeah, so of course, when you put your brush in the jar, it's too wet. So you're gonna use towel to make it a little bit dry, but that's not that dry.
Okay.
And also with this part, so this part is done and you should wait it a bit dry, we can move to the top of the bottle using that yellow ochre. Yellow ochre only,
Just yellow.
not mixed with anything. But my yellow ochre also quite yellow.
Mm-hmm.
So because this is where the light came up, you're gonna put this more lighter.
Mm-hmm.
If you got some color came out from your drawing, you can use the kitchen towel to wipe. So we're adding some that ivory black mixed with yellow ochre.
Oh, you can see the cork.
We'll put it here.
Okay.
So we are done with the big wash using big brush. And now we're gonna do detailing. So for the detailing, the brush will be a bit dry.
Okay.
So I'm gonna mix the yellow ochre with brown. So you can see this is a bit dark. We're gonna do detailing. And you're gonna make a, what's this, cork texture.
Mm-hmm.
Just like this. You make it, you draw the cork texture.
Someone mentioned in the chat, Sanita, that they love that it's a limited palette. Very easy to deal with. I
Oh,
absolutely.
thank you so much. I tried to find very limited color for this leaf demo.
Yeah, it's much easier. I absolutely agree to work in with just limited or a few colors in order to paint. A quick
Oh,
question: the brand
yes.
of the watercolor paint that you're using, is that Shinhan
Uh,
or Mijello?
this tree is Mijello. This yellow, ochre, deep, and ivory black is from Mijello. Only brown is from Sinhan.
Ah, okay, so it's a mix. Okay, but this palette on your so you just
Almost
okay,
Mijello.
mix. Okay, my
So
job.
it's very bright,
Yeah.
especially the yellow. It will give the shiny effect because it's very, very bright. And I
Right.
will put that later for the shiny part.
Mhm.
So we're gonna paint with this. This time very the color should be very, you put many color in this step.
Okay.
Not a light wash again. And for the oval part also. Make sure you do the stroke like round, make an oval.
That's very interesting. The shadows really made a huge difference to highlight the part of the bottle, um, or the water inside the bottle. Okay, I'm not really sure about this question. One Hope for Heaven. Sorry, I thought it's Magello, but you did say, Sanita, that it's Magello. It's pronounced as Magello, so I've been pronouncing it wrong. Um, but would you know if they are available on Amazon? I think that's the question. Because I know
Amazon, Magellan.
yeah, Magello. I know it's a Korean brand, and I know it's being sold elsewhere, but I'm not entirely sure if they are available on Amazon though.
Amazon, I'm not sure because I bought in Korea in
Hmm.
the local.
Yeah.
But I think Magello almost worldwide. Maybe you can find it.
In which, sorry?
Sorry? This one is brown mixed with the black. I make it for darker color. So you can put it here. And then to make it smooth, you can just use water to brush it. It will make the color spread fairly.
So right now we're using the brown. It's just plain brown, or did you mix it
This
with
is brown mixed with ivory black, but
brown
just a little.
okay. That's for the shadow, is that right? Or
Yes,
shadow?
this is to make a depth.
Okay.
And we add also in the bottom.
Hmm.
And the glass also actually has a bit yellow
Okay.
reflection. So we add some yellow here.
Love the shadows. Really good.
Yeah, it's from the glass reflection.
Yeah.
And we move to the oval part. So it should be look like this.
It's really great.
And while we're waiting, this is to a bit dry. We move to the top. So to make a realistic look, usually you need to apply many layers, including the detail on the last part. And now we're gonna add more detail.
Sarah said the design in the cork is a great touch.
Sorry?
Great touch, according to Sarah. The cork. The design
A
that
cork.
yeah, the cork at the top of the bottle. Yeah, I agree.
So with the yellow ochre mixed with black, we will give the bottle its light. How can I state it? So this part has the darker.
And just to let you know, Sanita, we're halfway into the demo.
Yes.
30 minutes in. Yeah, thank you. Porcupine pancake set, it's beautiful.
Thank you so much. And normally I will draw the line, the outline, to make it more clear. I will draw the outline like this outside the bottle.
This is ivory black, or is there a mixture?
This is yellow ochre mixed with ivory black.
Okay, thank you.
So my basic color is yellow ochre, and I mix everything with that.
I know we've talked about this offline, Sanita, but you did mention that you've been painting since you were a kid. And we have a question here from Lindsay. Are you doing this full time or just a side gig?
Since I started this watercolor, I almost draw every day while I can. So it helps a lot.
But is this a full-time job that you do? Or do you have, I mean, do you do painting for a living?
Oh, I won't, but for at this moment, not yet. Because I have my 2.5 years daughter, and it's not easy to draw all the time.
I see. Wow, 2.5 years old toddler.
So maybe when she's bigger, I will make it a full-time job, hopefully.
That's a really gorgeous bottle. Again, everyone, if you are enjoying this session, I just dropped in the link for her mini workshop happening on August 15th. If you're interested to learn more about realistic watercolor painting, feel free to sign up. And you can also check out her Instagram. I just checked it a few days ago as well. And Sanita has really amazing watercolor art pieces, mostly food. Very enticing. It's making me hungry.
Yes, I draw mostly food.
Yeah. Hey, Vanessa, thanks for joining. If you guys painted along with Sanita, or if you have any photos that, watching the live or any selfies of some sort, please do share them on your socials. We would love to see them. Tag us at your hashtag at your studio or tag at your studio or at your lab. We would love to see them. It makes us, we do appreciate people joining and being part of our community. So please go and tag us on your socials. And do follow Sanita as well on her Instagram.
So actually, when I first draw my watercolor painting,
Mhm.
I mostly draw from the real photo, like this still
Oh,
life photo.
you
It
like.
really helps a lot because you can see where's the light come from, what's the color inside. So rather than seeing other watercolor painting,
Mhm.
draw from the real photo is helpful, is more helpful.
Drawing from still life. Okay. Is there any particular subject that you can recommend? Because I know we're painting a bottle right now, but if someone would want to try and start painting from still life, is there any subject that you can recommend to start with?
The I think the most easy one is maybe from food. Bread is the most
Red.
croissant.
Okay.
I really
Croissant.
like to draw croissant because it full of texture and the color you use also very limited.
Very limited palette. Yeah, I agree.
So you can focus on like a brownish color only. Your palette will be only that.
Mm. So bread would be a good starting point.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think
go and try that after this demo and see if I
I draw a lot of bread. So actually we're almost done. You just need to paint just some more detail. So to give a more vibrant look, I just add yellow only.
just yellow. The yellow ochre.
Yes,
Oh,
just yellow.
just yellow. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
And for this part also a bit yellow.
okay. This is a smaller brush that you're using, right, for the detail?
Yes, smaller, and it has a sharp edge. So you can use both the edge and this side to make a stroke. And the other and you just need to add some color, whatever color it is. Just from the previous palette you mix, you can add here. And give the dark color also in here. It will give a reflection effect. And then for the bottom, using the same brown yellow ochre mixed with ivory black, you can make it the shadow here. And normally glass has the same reflection as the liquid inside. So I'm gonna use the yellow here. Actually, it should look like this.
Is that the shadow of the bottle?
Yes, this is a shadow came up from the bottle. This is my favorite part.
It adds that dramatic effect, I would say.
Yeah, yes, you're right. And very easy. Well, I think I'm done.
You've been amazing, Sanita. And I think everyone, if you guys painted along, we would love to know if you were able to paint along. If not, that is absolutely okay. But if you have questions, would be the perfect time to ask them. Just type them into the chat box, and I will relay them to Sanita. Any questions that you might have, just type them in.
And usually I use the big brush to make it more softer look. I'm sorry.
Oh, Sanita,
Am I back?
I think the screen went, yeah, went blank.
Is it okay now?
Yes, it's back. Yeah, thank you.
I think this is the final look. You can add more detail if you want.
Yeah, we still have time, a bit of time actually, 15 minutes before we end the live demo. Okay, we have people from the chat box saying that they already signed up for your mini workshop.
Oh, thank you so much. I'll see you there.
What's your most favorite subject to paint, Sanita? I know I've seen a lot of cakes, bread on your Instagram feed. Well, which one would be, what you say, your favorite subject?
I like to paint pastry. Pastry.
Oh, okay. Is there
Yes.
any specific type of pastry or any kind of pastry?
Yes, any kind like chocolate or berries because they have the bread part to give the realistic texture, and
Yeah.
then you got so many things you can learn from drawing the pastries.
Mm-hmm. That's great. Thanks, Anita. Um, okay, someone is requesting to see the photo, the reference photo for the bottle, the one that you had earlier.
This one.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's great.
They're actually not pretty similar. I just try to
Mhm.
catch the because our main goal is not draw the realistic like same with photo, but just take the light,
The light.
the light, the, the texture, the
Mhm.
reflection. Yeah, that's what we can learn from seeing the photo, the real photo, not
Mhm.
exactly paint
Mm-mm.
like this photo.
Yeah. A quick question, Sanita. The light is coming from the left, is that right? Or
Yes, the light is coming from here. So this has the most bright color. So the light comes from here. That's why the shadow is going through here.
right. Okay, got it. The cork is really good. The details on the cork.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, do you guys have any other questions for Sanita? Again, if you painted alongside, and you have any photos from the live demo, tag us using hashtag Etcher Studio. We would love to see them. Or you can tag Etcher Studio, or you can tag Sanita as well. I'm gonna drop in her Instagram handle on the chat again. Oh, uh, Sanita, do you still have the reference for your mini workshop? I know you showed that you showed the photo. Sorry, the work, the art piece earlier.
This one?
The the pink. Yes, that one.
Yeah, this is what we're gonna paint on the mini workshop.
Mm-hmm.
Almost similar, but I will teach you how to draw.
Yeah, that's a
If
bit
the
tricky.
food inside
Yeah,
the liquid, how it looks.
agree. Agree. Thank you. We do have a question here from Lindsay. What would you recommend would be the best approach to painting? Would you rather use a large size sketchbook and do big paintings, or would you rather use a smaller size ones?
Oh, actually, I prefer the small sketchbook. But if you're not used to draw with small brush, then you can go with the large because you can put many details. And I think for beginner, larger sketchbook is more is easier because you can put more details rather than small sketchbook.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I start my drawing with very small, like a postcard size,
Mm-hmm.
but because it's very small, I cannot use big words like this, so it tends to be more longer. It's longer, takes
Mm-hmm.
longer time than the big one, which is very tiny, and I should go slowly, very slowly. The bigger is better.
That's a great tip. Thank you, Sanita.
Here we come.
Everyone is excited about the pink drink for your workshop. Everyone is excited.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good one, Sarah. Thank you. Is there if can you bring the artwork, your final artwork, closer to the camera just so we can see the details, Anita?
This one.
Yes, the final artwork.
Is it clear enough?
I believe it is. Oh, the cork. I'm just so amazed and fascinated with the with the
Thank you.
cork. Yeah, it's really good.
Actually, something that has texture is easier to draw because it's not plain.
Mm, so good. Even the shadows and the gradient colors inside the bottle. I love that you use the brown and then the yellow ochre, so it's like the yellow ochre bleeds into the brown.
Yeah, what's interesting in drawing the liquid is you can put any color in here.
Hmm. Susan said it's really beautiful, and we have another comment that It's really gorgeous.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot to me.
And amazing. Yeah. You're amazing, Sanita. Thank you so much for sharing your um, process with us and doing the demo. We still have 5 minutes, everybody. If you have any questions, please type them in. Um, we're getting feedback that this is a great demo, Sanita, and I'm sure everyone's looking forward to your mini workshop that is happening on August 15th and at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So please do sign up for her mini workshop if you want to learn how to paint that pink drink that Sanita showed us earlier. Um, then do sign up and click on that link. I'm going to drop that in again into the chat. And again, if you still have questions, you still have a little bit more time, everybody. What's your go-to palette, Sanita? Do you have like specific colors that you normally use for your paintings?
Specific color?
Yeah, specific colors. Do you have like specific colors that you normally use, or it's
Yes.
dependent?
Because in the past I draw a lot of breads.
Bread.
I like quinacridone gold. It's a very antique, because when it's light wash, it looks like a yellow, but when you give it dark, it makes a brown. So the gradient is from yellow to brown. It's quinacridone gold. The one I have is from Holbein.
Holbein. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
it's
why
very
I'm not
nice.
with the name. But
I
yeah.
mix them with everything. That's my basic color for bread.
For bread. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're
Do you usually sign your sketchbook artwork? That's a good one.
Scan? Yes.
Sign. Do you normally sign? Put your signature? Do you normally sign?
Oh, yes. But just like this. Sign like this.
Oh, that's a really nice drink.
Yes, I'd like.
So
I'd love to have this now. It's very hot here.
Yeah, you're based in Korea, by the way. If anyone is asking
Yeah,
where
and
Sunny's based.
this summer is very hot.
Okay. Do you always work with limited palette?
Oh, first time I work with big palette, but actually not all the color I use. So finally I make my own palette. I start with the 34 Mijello, but now that I start to draw, actually limited color is more exciting, because you can mix everything from the basic color. So actually you don't need to go with a complete color or various colors, because when you mix it, when you draw, it's more I can say it's more, the color is more variant rather than you use directly from the palette. So normally I never use single color. I always mix everything.
Okay. We have a few more questions here. What paper did you use? I saw earlier that it's a 300 GSM. Is that a hot press or a cold press?
This one is cold press.
Cold press. It's textured.
Oh, yeah. For mixing the color, cold press is better.
Okay.
Hot press is good for detailing, but it will be hard to achieve to achieve this kind of color.
Okay.
It's more
And
like a flat.
flat. Okay. And have you tried using pencils and markers on your work? Colored
I'm
pencils?
sorry?
Have you tried using colored pencils?
Oh, no. I'm mostly only use watercolor.
Watercolor. Okay. Thank you, Sanita. All right.
Welcome.
Someone was saying when you showed that drink earlier, if you can do that drink too. Maybe some other time we can. The drink that you showed earlier that you said you want to have, the blue one. I think that's the purple-ish.
This one?
Yeah, with the sorry, yeah, yellowish with purple. Yeah. Someone's asking if you can do that drink too.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
we can
it
have you on.
takes longer time.
Okay. Thank you, Sanita, for showing your process with us. I had a great time hosting this demo, and I'm sure everyone in the chat had an amazing time too watching. And if they played it along, we received great feedback. Thank you, everyone, for your questions, for um, playing full on into the chat. We enjoyed having you, and thank you for signing up for her mini workshop. Again, we would love to hear from you. Share with us your feedback about the demo, about our classes. We do read every one of them, and your honest feedback, we do appreciate that. So um, if you have a little bit more time to spare, then please do fill in the the survey form, and we would love to hear more from you. See you on our upcoming live demos. Please don't forget to hit subscribe and like this video, as well as hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of our live demos. And thank you again, everyone, for joining. And we'll catch you again next time. Thank you so much, Sanita. And we look forward to seeing you on your mini workshop.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you.
everybody. Stay safe. Thank you. Bye.